Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's cryptocurrency trivia session. Great to see 48 people in here so far. We're early. We're going to start about 10 minutes after 4:30 Central, so maybe closer to 4:40. So you got about 15 minutes of chilling here, saying hi, downloading in the app. Hopefully 15 minutes is plenty of time for you to download an app. So to those who have never played before, the way you participate is by going to kahoot.it or downloading the Kahoot app and putting in the game pin 448634 and make sure that you join with your Reddit username if you would like to have a chance at winning the moons at the end. If it's an offensive name, I'm going to remove it. Sorry, can't participate. But hopefully all of you have some solid, funny, or names with a good backstory at least, like my horrible one. For those who are familiar, hint I posted at the top of the subreddit, so it's not exactly a mystery. Hello everyone coming in. Tanagashi, C Mad BF, Mr. Mustache Man. Nice to see you again, Mr. Mustache Man. You're all over the place all the time. Hippo Po Monster, Mr. Mooncraft. It's all in the bag. Arlwood 5. Gin and Juice, I think. I don't know. Dutch Wargamer. Sea Cowman 1. Welcome, everyone. Game pin is 448634. Note that you will need to remain watching the live stream. The questions themselves will not appear on your playing device. So if you're using your phone to play, like most people probably are, you will still need to keep looking at the live stream. If your Reddit name is too long, just put in as many digits as you can, and then if you do end up winning, you can DM or something, and then we'll verify out of band. Decent number of people here. 38 concurrent viewers at the moment. That's great. That's great. And like I said, we're still pretty early here. Hopefully when everyone's day went pretty well. I think this will be easier on some of the Europeans. I believe it's 11:30 there. I think it's a 7-hour difference for me compared to Central US, that is. So welcome everyone who stayed up this late. It is a Friday night, so it's easier than a weeknight. Let me know if the sound is okay. There's one time it was like robotic or something, but hopefully that's not the case. 11:30 in Germany. Okay. Yeah, that's most of Europe then. Central. Yeah, CET, I think. Yeah, CEST, I think, is the summer. It's not daylight savings there at the moment for you all. Reddit name is too long. Just put in as much as you can. You actually do not need to join with your Reddit username if you do not care about winning. However, I guess we'll have to have a discussion as mods if we have like a random someone else put it in. So put in as many characters as you can if your Reddit username is too long. You don't need the /. We'll figure it out, right? Welcome everyone making their way in. We have quite a few people now. This is great. More and more. 43 people in. This is awesome. When February reward badges? I mean, everyone's about to get their moon distribution pretty soon. That was, until I kicked it off with this trivia session, it was at the top of the cryptocurrency subreddit. So everyone's getting their moons pretty soon. You get about, I think the ratio is you get about half a moon per karma. That certainly is lower than it was in the past because we just have so much participation now in the subreddit. We are, I think I should check the numbers. You know, we're at like, what, 1.6, 1.7 million subscribers? So let's see, Reddit, bar cryptocurrency. But activity is well off the charts. Go over some, I have not logged in. We have 1.7 million subscribers, 1.74. Really, really gaining. Had a ton of activity. I think I just saw. Yeah, this is a VM. I'm gonna have to send a message to someone to remove a post on the front page I just saw as VM. By that I mean vote manipulation. Actually, no, I'll just do it. Just my phone here. February 24th. Yeah, it's right around the corner. You're all just about to get your cryptocurrency moons. Pretty exciting day. Bitcoin surpassed 55. Bitcoin's way up. You know, the numbers are all over the place. The game's starting in about 10 minutes. We give people a little bit of time to trickle in. Yeah, Bitcoin remains over $55,000. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm going to be paying attention to the YouTube chat as we go along, so if you have any questions, let us know. Yep, everyone's helping people out. This is great. Thanks for offering your assistance here. It certainly helps. 53 people participating. This is great. For those who are not aware, doing this for the first time, the format is multiple choice for 10 questions this week. Then we have one fill in the blank where you actually have to type in your answer and then click submit. And then we have one more where you need to arrange left to right and then click submit. Now, when you have those questions, be very, very, very careful to read them correctly, or else you may accidentally give the wrong answer and then you will get no points. Make sure you are spelling correctly. Make sure autocorrect hasn't screwed it over. Be very, very careful. It is ruthless in assigning points. Oh, look, just like I said last week, we have a bunch of myth faces in here. Welcome back. They were our victor last week, so good to see people making their way back. And again, 57 people. This is great. All you need is over $1 trillion market cap, and you can eventually get 57 people to show up for a game. You know, it's remarkable. It's remarkable. Going to fail miserably? Well, you're not necessarily going to fail miserably. If you're going to have a fun time, it's not going to be a failure. Where do you pick an answer if not on your device? So you need to go to kahoot.it and then use the game pin 448634. You cannot just play using YouTube alone. There won't be any buttons to click on YouTube itself. So all the people who have joined, the 58 people so far, have either used the Kahoot app or they have used the Kahoot website on either their phone or their desktop browser in order to join. Oh, other important things you need to know. So obviously you get points by answering the correct answers. You also get bonus points, I believe, for answering several correct in a row. At least the game makes me think it is. Maybe I should look it up, considering I've said for the past, year now that I don't really know. So there's that. And then you also get points by answering quickly. So if you do know the answer, make sure you click the button and lock it in as soon as possible, because the faster you get it in, the faster you get points. I did post in the CryptoCurrency Discord. If someone can do me a favor and post a link in there, I'm sure the mods of the CryptoCurrency Discord will understand. It's, this is an official CryptoCurrency subreddit event, so it should be fine for you to spam it. I imagine it won't be any issue. Obviously, don't be ridiculous about it, but just be like, hey, come join. I'm sure that'll be fine. I just don't have Discord running since I'm doing the stream, so... Yeah, so there's 10 questions. There are 2 additional questions. Those last 2 questions at the very end are worth double points. So it really is anybody's game until the end. And again, you get more points by answering quickly. You do not lose additional points if you answer incorrectly. It is the same as if you had not answered. So if you don't know, you should still guess. You definitely should still guess. Just to clarify that, someone asked that really good question last week. I'm seeing some familiar names here. Too many for me to even name at this point individually. I mean, I can scroll down. Quite a few people in here. Goodness. It's great that so many people are coming here. See, all I needed to do was give away CryptoCurrency moons. In the past, we used to do these, and I didn't have a giveaway. It was like, please show up, it's fun. And obviously, it takes quite a bit of time in order to do these and prepare these, put them together. And it takes up a subreddit sticky slot, the whole and so without people showing up, it just wasn't worth it. But 62 people definitely makes it worth it. Moons to the moon. how many, I can't remember. It was like 40 or something. I took notes in the Discord that we have as admins, but I did not, I don't know on the top of my head of how many people were here last week. You can rewatch the live stream, it'll say. Someone else will be able to answer that faster than I can while I'm streaming here. Which user is host? Who's? I don't even know who Admiral Sky Operator is. Does capitalization matter? So when typing in the answer, I actually did look this up. No, capitalization does not matter. Case does not matter at all when you are submitting in the answer. At least that is the direct information I'm relaying from Kahoot. If they are wrong, then, I mean, we'll find out, but don't blame me. That's what is officially on their, that's officially what's on their website. And then I also added a special bonus question at the very end, which you get 0 points for answering, but I still want to have answer this time. It'll cover what you think went pretty well about this and what you think can be improved for future events. So, yeah, exactly. We have exactly no chance with a bunch of those meh faces, as I like to say. Expressionless faces. Good luck beating them. Well, that's why I have user-submitted questions. If you don't like the questions I come up with, you are able to submit your own questions. There's a link, it's pinned to the top of the CryptoCurrency subreddit right now, so you should find it. And yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to change it now. Like, your opportunity to add these is, it's a little bit gone, let's say. But I did use, I believe, 5 user-submitted questions for this quiz. So you have to remember, 10 multiple choice and 2 fill in the blanks. And I used, out of those 12 questions, 5 were user submissions. So if you are submitting these questions, and if it's a good question, I probably will use it. So keep that in mind. That will not only help me, because I don't need to come up with a good question, it'll also help everyone else, because everyone else will get better questions that aren't just all Monero related, as people like to joke about me always doing. And then third, it means that the user also benefits, because they get a better shot at getting the correct answer because they submitted the questions, so they have a better idea what types of questions might come up. So really, really killing it here. Great voice, thank you. I have a very, nasally voice, I would say. I don't know, I'm indifferent about it, it's fine. If anything, my microphone is doing most of the work here. I bought a cheap microphone on Amazon many, many years ago for like 10 or 20 bucks. Clearly have gotten my money's worth out of it. Okay, we're going to start in just 1 minute here. People are still pouring in up to 60. I was going to say 69. Dropped just then to 68. Maybe we'll wait for at least 69 people to join. There we go. Joel Onlasky, congrats. Someone keeps leaving. But Joel Onlasky, congrats on being the 69th person to join for like 1 second there. League Hub. Okay, we'll give it just 1 more minute. Note that if any people do have questions about joining after I start, they still can join using the same link and pin. It will still be visible on the screen, but make sure to help people out. Quite a few people stumbling in, but we have 78 people joining and only 72 people in the chat. Sorry, I kind of said that backwards. I guess down to 75 people watching the live stream and 72 playing the game. So, like I said, I'm going to promise to get started here just because I know it's late for a lot of people in Europe. Okay, well, thank you everyone for saying I do a pretty good job at this. It's great. At least I do something. I'm able to... Hey. Who joined as Samsung Galaxy Ply? Ply? This is actually really funny. Some of these new names that are coming in are actually really, really hilarious. And if you're a Monero community member, I'm sure you would realize just some of these names you'll see in the Monero community. Anyway, I'm going to get started here like I promised. Note one really, really important thing is that there is usually about a 7-second delay. For all but the last 2 questions where you have 60 seconds to answer, you will have 30 seconds for the first 10 questions. So make sure that you answer well in advance as quickly as you can so you don't accidentally answer too late to get any points, because that does happen. You need to account for the stream delay, even though I have it set to ultra low latency on YouTube side. It just does not get much smaller than 7 seconds. Best case 5. So you should really plan for 10 and answer ahead of time. I can't obviously do anything if you can't see the question for the first time. That's just the stream delay. But we're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Start. A Kahoot by the CryptoCurrency subreddit. Dun, 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 for today's date. In 3 more seconds. 2, 1. What was Bitcoin's original block reward? Was it 50, 100, 150, or 200? Again, for all of these, answer the best answer. Answers are pouring in. Look at you all answering in advance. Good for you all. Killing it. I'm gonna try and see what the stream delay appears to be about 7 seconds. Yes, I'm seeing 7 or 6 seconds for the stream delay. All right. Most people got this one correct, 38. Congratulations to those who did. Not a super difficult question to start off. 50 was the initial block reward that Bitcoin had. Of course, it goes through halvenings, so it doesn't, right now it's not 50. If you know what it is at the moment, put it in chat so you can brag about how smart you are. 1 second delay. Wow, look at you. Someone's cheating. They're participating in the Google admin server room so that they can answer faster than everyone else and let's get better questions. So Hotkick, what you should probably do is refresh the stream while you can. Try to make up a few extra seconds, but there will be a delay and there really isn't much I can do about it. All I can say is on my end, in order to receive, I'm getting about 6-7 seconds, which is actually about average. But 38 people got this correct. Let's see how that impacts the leaderboard here. Lomasar, first place. Mr. Nobody, 8080. A bunch of meh faces still on the leaderboard right away. Really not leaving anyone with any chances. Mephistos, look at you, 901. And H. Farmel. I don't know how to pronounce anything. What you will learn is I don't know how to pronounce any names if you don't know that already. But good, strong start. Most people doing pretty well, and these are the 5 that answered the quickest. Mr. Nobody killing it. That's right. Okay, let's proceed to the second question here. What was the original name for Neo? Was it Ryblocks, Extra Bytes, Deep Brain Chain, or AntShares? This was a user-submitted question. Oh, in order to get the questions, you need to continue watching the live stream. So make sure you're doing that. The questions will not show up on your phone or whatever device you're using in order to participate. Looks like most people are answering pretty quickly. Like, there's actually quite a bit of window. So, 75 people, which I think is almost everyone playing at this point, have answered. If you are just joining, you still can participate. We're only on question 2, and about half the people have gotten each of the last 2 questions incorrectly. So, yeah, AntShares is the correct answer here. Congratulations to the about 36, same about number of people that got it correct last time. You're the idiot that said Ryblocks. Yeah, see, a lot of people might have heard of Ryblocks just because it was a big thing in the CryptoCurrency subreddit. It was showed everywhere because of their distribution method mostly. And so, as you can see, it's fooled 16 people. Not sure about Deep Brain Chain. That was what the other person suggested as a false answer, and I just kind of went with it. I don't really know much about that. So let's see. Leaderboard definitely changes, perhaps just based off how quickly people answer questions. But Hippopaw Monster, I think, is now in second place. Expressionless still in third. Luchador 84. Making your ways up. Congrats to those who are. Let's proceed to that. Yes, you can still join. Other people can point you to the lower right here. You can see on the stream, kahoot.it, game pin 448634. Other people in chat will be able to help you out there. Yep, go to the website or download the Kahoot app and then join with the game pin 448634. I'm reliant on everyone else who's in chat to help people out. And only a few people have gotten both of the first 2 questions correct so far, so you still have a fighting chance. Question 3. What was the name of the first CryptoKitty created? Was it Stimson, Genesis, Alpha, or Vitalik? Get those answers in. You're out of time. Okay, Genesis. What's up with about 30 people getting it correct for these quizzes? Is it just the golden number? But yeah, that's the correct answer here. Genesis. Congratulations to everyone who got that one correct. Looks like Stimson was the second guess. That's not correct. It is Genesis. Thank you, everyone who's helping provide customer service in the chat. Up 22 places is sensation. Congratulations, sensation. How do you know this? Well, shockingly, a good number of people know these things. There's a big gap between people who spend literally their entire lives on the cryptocurrency subreddit and the rest of the cryptocurrency community. And so this game is trying to help bridge the gap a little bit. But first place is Joel Onlasky. Congratulations. Lomasar. It looks like we mixed things up quite a bit though, because really this leaderboard really has changed. So it is a good question for a lot of the people that know a lot of other stuff. They did not know the answer to this question. Mephistos, Extra Smooth, Sumial. Congratulations to all of you. Of course, Sensation up 22 places, killing it. Let's keep going though. Question 4. What hashing function does Bitcoin use? Hopefully most people get this one. Is it RandomX, Equihash, SHA-256, or X11? You got no chance now. No, you have the chance to have fun, okay? This is great. This is great. I am having a lot of fun. And I don't even have a chance at winning the moon. So what about that? This is another user-submitted question along with the last one. Yeah, try refreshing your browser or something after you answer this one. You have a few seconds while I'm going through the leaderboard. Make sure you click the live button. All right, this seems to be the easiest one so far. That's good. SHA-256 is definitely the correct answer here. RandomX is Monero, Equihash is Ethereum, X11, I can't remember a bunch of other random stuff. So, I'm going through which, you guys have a window, open a new tab. Okay, yeah. Glad a bunch of people helping each other out. We have a good number of people, 83 people watching. So glad most people 53 got this one correct. So let's see if, oh God. It's okay. All right. Small changes. Lomasar answered more quickly there. So they went to the top. There's a very, very thin gap between all 5 of the people on the top here. 5 players have an answer streak of 3. So, someone has got there. I don't think there's anybody that's gotten every question correct. Then wait, no, actually, I'm not sure if that's true. I don't actually know. No, you're not too late. You can still join. The points are weighted heavily at the end, so you can still join. People will give you a talk about how to join at the bottom there. All right, next question. Question 5. Yesterday, which firm settled with OFAC for apparent violations of multiple sanctions programs? Was it BitPay, Bitfinex, OKCoin, or Binance US? That's right. I couldn't remember if Dash used X11 or X12. There probably are other things that use it too. It's not a super uncommon one to use for low cap coins generally. I would think. Mostly ASIC mind at this point. Someone's giving the answers in the chat. You can join by going to the link and code in the lower right-hand corner. That way you actually get points, because sadly you don't get any points for giving the correct answer in chat. BitPay is the correct answer here. They paid, I can't even remember how much. It was like, what, $500,000 or something? They had about $100,000 in apparent violations is the wording, because they didn't admit to the violations. They just looked apparent, let's say. So there's the settlement. Sometimes funky wording with how that results. Not much changes on the leaderboard though. Sumial made their way up 1 place at least there. Up 17 places. Walk in the Park 1. Congratulations, Walk in the Park. You're not just walking. You are climbing. You found a climbing wall at the park. Killing it. Look at that cool park. It's probably a cool dude that goes to a cool park. Or a cool girl. Who knows? All right, question 6. Purpose Investments Bitcoin ETF had trading volume exceeding this amount on its first day. Was it 10 million, 135 million, 150 million, or 165 million? Again, what's the best answer here? Oh yeah, it's a booty for jokes. You're 63rd, killing it, killing it. Random guessing begins. That's hilarious. Oh, this is a good split, I would say. 165 million is the best answer here. Luckily, it's the one that people chose most often, but quite a few other people fooled. So it'll be interesting to see if this changes the leaderboard. See, the real answer for Michael Leptak, I don't know exactly how to pronounce your last name. I apologize. But the real answer that for why people know this is because myself and many others have no lives. That's really the best answer, I would say. Oh, that changes the leaderboard quite a bit. Lomasar drops, but there still isn't a huge difference here. You can see Joel Lasky is in first place now with 151, sorry. Mephistos, second, 5122, very slim gap there. Still a pretty slim gap to Mr. Mustache Man. That's a name you've seen quite a few times at this point. Maybe not as much tonight, but especially in previous trivia sessions. Between the up rig, good for you, making your way up, and Lomasar staying where you are. Or going down, sorry. 5 players got the last 3 correct, so you all are killing it. Okay, next question. 7. Which cryptocurrency exchange sponsored Rangers Football Club until the end of the 2022-2023 season? Is it Kraken, Bitsy, BTSC, or Celsius? See, we try to do a mix of technical questions, news questions, subreddit questions. Try to get a good mix each week. Plenty of questions to come up with, and that's why it's good for you all to submit the questions so you can cover a much broader array, much broader subject matter than I would be able to come up with on my own. Okay, most people said Kraken. That's incorrect. Kraken did not do this. It was BitCI. They are out of Turkey. Some random Turkish exchange I had never heard of until this news announcement. But hey, they've actually, the Rangers Football Club official Twitter account talked about the partnership. They're going to have the BitC logo or whatever on their shorts. So it actually is a thing. So they're part of, not the main football club leagues people think. It's like a Scottish league, I think. But they still have quite a few people that come to the games, apparently. I'm a U.S. idiot. I like soccer. I played soccer as a kid, but not as much as some. I'm not as into soccer as probably most Europeans. But BitC is the correct answer here. So you get all the questions, including football questions here. Working the way up is Merzal. Again, still pretty slim differences between everyone on the leaderboard here, and it might continue further down. It really is anyone's game, I would say, in the top 15 at least. Apologize to whoever's number 16, but up 17 places is, okay. No hate, mate, I'm going to say. At least I'm hoping that's what it is. That's how I'm going to interpret it. We are going to continue, though. Question 8. What price did Bitcoin exceed today to the first time ever? Was it 10,000, 20, 30, or 55,000? Okay, if you get this one wrong, that one's on you, okay? There's one question every week where you probably should know the answer. I really hope most people know the answer to this one. You know this one. See, everyone making their way in. That was a speed test. You have to have a few speed tests in here. Some really tough ones, some easy ones. Who answered 30,000? Who answered 30,000? What are you doing? Have you been under a rock? That's hilarious. For the first... Oof. Someone straight from 2018, the end of 2018, they're just bitter. I'm so sorry if you're the one person that put $30,000, but the best answer is very clearly 55,000. Again, I feel so sorry for you, one person, but you got to be that one person sometimes. Just own it. Just own it. You know what? If you're able to like screenshot getting this wrong, I will personally give you 100 free moons. If you have a valid screenshot and you post it in the CryptoCurrency subreddit, I will personally give you 100 moons. So, because this, I feel so bad. But it has to be valid. And if you have several people that are trying to claim that they did, and actually that's wrong because I'm actually able to go through. We have Kahoot Premium or whatever, so I'm actually able to go through and figure out what person did that. So if you are willing to say, I'm sorry, I messed up, I clicked the wrong answer, I will personally give you 100 free moons. So that is hilarious. But 69 people got that one correct at $55,000. So nice. Oh god, this next button sometimes just doesn't work perfectly. Okay. That actually did change the leaderboard. That's actually quite funny. But yeah, but a bunch of straight faces making their way up. Someone's claiming that they clicked the wrong button. So, like I said, I'm gonna give you 100 free pity moons if you're able to get a screenshot and if I'm able to corroborate it. But that's funny. 3 players getting last answer streak 7. Wow, they've gotten the last 7 correct. That's awesome. But yeah, really, really tight positioning here. All right, next question 9. In what month in 2020 did MicroStrategy first purchase Bitcoin? August, September, October, or November? This is the second to last multiple choice question. Only one more after this, and then we have one fill in the blank and then one arrange. You will really need to pay attention to the directions and your spelling, what you submit, etc. for the next 2 questions. The guy who said 30K stole the show. You are right. That was really funny. It's really funny to watch. August is the correct answer here. I wonder if this will change the leaderboard up. Quite a pretty even distribution, I would say. Oh, goodness. Apparently, if I click the corner of this next button, it doesn't work very well. But yeah, that did change things up a bit. Mephistos at the top. Mr. Mustache Man, second. Joel and Lasky. Bunch of faces. Waylord 77. Sorry, this screws some people over. But no, you might say that, but in the next 3 questions, there are 5,000 points up for grabs. So if you are within 5,000 points of Mephistos, you could still finish in first place. So it really is weighted near the end here. We're about to proceed into the very last multiple choice question here. So be ready for that. Here we go. Last quiz question. Which of the following is not a name of a previous Zcash network upgrade? Is it Blossom, Conifer, Heartwood, or Canopy? I wonder how many people will get this one correct. Even among the top of the leaderboard. I'd be interesting to see. Well, I'm glad most people are getting their answers in pretty quickly. Wow. A lot of people knowing the correct answer to this one. Conifer is the correct answer. Both, well, Blossom, Heartwood, and Canopy, those all have already happened. Okay, let's see the leaderboard here. I wonder how many people knew that or just guessed. But clearly a lot of people guessed correctly or knew the answer. I think statistically it's more likely that they knew the answer. Yeah, so that changes the leaderboard only a tiny bit. Joel and Lasky in second, and a bunch of meh faces, expressionless, moving their way to third. Mr. Mustache Man down to fourth, and Waylord 77. 5 players answered the last 3 questions correctly. A lot of people saying they guessed it. Okay, so again, just to be crazy clear, okay? The next question is a fill in the blank. You have to type in the answer with the correct spelling and then click submit. Then the following question, you need to read very, very carefully, and you need to arrange left to right and in the correct order and then click submit. So it could be Morse code. So we are going to continue. Again, you're going to type your answer for this next one, which is worth 2,000 points, and you have 60 seconds, but you still get more points by answering sooner. And then the following one is also worth 2,000 points, also 60 seconds, but it's an organize puzzle. This is, I believe, what Kahoot calls it. So here we go. Type the answer in for double points. What was the previous name of the decentralized exchange BISC? Type in your answer and then click submit. Make sure the question, make sure you type it in to the field correctly without spelling errors. If you are off by one letter, you get 0 points. Please do not put in anything offensive either, because it'll show up and I will remove it. Good number of people putting those answers in. You have a few more seconds, but only about 10, 15 more, just because of the delay. So case is not supposed to matter. I checked with Kahoot on their official website. It says case does not matter. Nah, don't Google it. You're also going to answer too late to get any points anyway. God, who knows? Banana. Sadly, none of those. 40. Okay. I'm guessing a lot of people Googled this one, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Yeah. 41 people knowing this is the correct answer when the same group of people doesn't know that 55,000 is the price we crossed over. I'm kind of sus, TBH. I'm kind of sus. So, luckily you get more points by answering quicker. So, we will see those who did actually know the answer will do much better. Yeah, you can still see it still change up the leaderboard. Going into the very last question, Joel Onlaski's in the best position with only like 20-ish points to Memphis Toss, and then Mr. Mustache Man right behind also. This really is anyone's game here. Anyone's game at all. And you know what? Can't stop John. They're killing it too, moving up 16 places. They're just gonna rocket to first place. So that's pretty funny. But like I said, the last one is a puzzle you need to arrange in the correct order. Make sure that you know what order it's supposed to be in, and then click submit. Okay? Very careful. Again, the faster you submit, though, the more points you get. So please, if you Google, you're probably not going to make your way up many places. 60 seconds, though. Here we go. For the podium, double points. Earliest left to latest right. Arrange the coins by their mainnet launch date. DOT, LTC, RVN, and BNB are your 4 options. You need to arrange them in the correct order, and then you need to submit. So Polkadot, Litecoin, Ravencoin, and Binance Coin. Quite a few people getting these answers in reasonably fast. Besides Litecoin, no idea. Well, sadly, I don't think you get partial points. You either get all points or no points. So this really does help shake up who is on the leaderboard normally. We will see this time, though. And we are out of time. 17% of people answered correctly. 17. And by the way, I am personally not a BNB shill. I promise, okay? I sold all my Raven coin today, too. I think the coin has no purpose and was not fairly launched. So I'm going to list stuff even with stuff I totally disagree with. 17 people got this in the correct order. It was Litecoin, then BNB. Litecoin was 2009, BNB 2017, Raven early 2018 for a stealth launch, in my opinion. And then Polkadot on the right. That was 2020. The only reason I included RVN is because it's up today, and I sold today as a result. So, woo. But this probably will change at the leaderboard. You all ready? Let's see what happened here. Oh, goodness. Sorry, before you get to know, you have to answer an open-ended question. What did you like about this trivia, and how can we make it better? I thought it would go straight to the leaderboard. I'm sorry. You need to answer this question. You have a little bit of time to answer it. I'll make sure there's quite a few answers coming in, but this is actually really, really useful for us. Please leave comments here. If you don't want to leave a comment here, it's also very useful for you to comment in the Reddit thread that we have pinned to the top of the subreddit right now. It really does help make a good community for everyone, and that's obviously what we want to try to build here, especially with some of the moons that we have to distribute to you all. Hopefully it didn't tell you what you placed on your end, and you're just waiting to figure out. But it is very useful. It's good for me to know. We're holding trivia at the moment about once a week, but that was after a few months of downtime. It takes up a lot of time, but we've had more user submitted questions, so that actually does super, super help me out. Like, it really does. This trivia took me only about half the time it takes me to make most of the other trivias in the past. Some of them had no user submitted questions, and those take forever. Because sometimes you can come up with like 3 on your own every week, and then after that you have to do some more digging, and then once you're up to like 7, you're like, oh god, what am I going to do 3 more questions about? It's a bit of a pain. But yeah, it does mean a lot to me that everyone's showing up here and participating. I think it really does mean that the community is doing pretty well, and I think that I know that I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you all are too. They won't always be on a Friday, sadly. It's heavily reliant on my availability, or anyone else who wants to do these, of course. So I've just historically been the one who wants to do them because they're fun. Who doesn't want to do trivia? Okay, I'm gonna give people another like not 100 whatever seconds. I'm only gonna give people about 30 seconds here, and then we can proceed. But yeah, I do appreciate your prompts. If you don't finish them or whatever, you can also let me know in the Reddit thread. And then we get to see what the podium is. See who finishes at the top 3 and gets their moon. All right, I'm going to proceed here. And I'll give you 8 seconds. 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. 48 answers submitted. We're going to skip the answers. We're not going to show them on screen because it isn't one of those things. If you do want something you want to make public, please put it in the Reddit thread. It still helps everyone out, I would say. So on the podium here, 3rd place with 11 out of 12. Waylord77. Also 11 out of 12. Joel, you fell to 2nd. In 1st place, then. Also with 11 out of 12 is Mephistos. And TR5 and Mr. Mustache in 4th and 5th. Wow. 3 people, at least, perhaps more, probably more, got all except 1 correct. That is crazy. You all are amazing. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope this is really fun. Like I said, leave some comments in the Reddit thread. I will get to them, especially if you are the one person who accidentally misclicked. Or you can say that you didn't, whatever. I'll check, and I'll send you 100 moons, just because it was pretty funny, too. It was funny to laugh about. So I need to pay reparations for making fun at your expense. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a great weekend. I had a lot of fun. Make sure to... The best way to know when these are coming up, because sometimes they're pretty last minute, just based off my availability, is to subscribe to this... subscribe to this channel. Not that I want to shill this YouTube channel or anything. We don't make any money off of it. But that way you'll get notifications whenever we have a live event about to start. So that's the best way if you don't want to forget them at any point in the future. Okay, everyone. Have a great weekend. See everyone next time. Bye.